right, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's so cozy in Rancho Santa Fe this morning. There's fog all around. I have such a pretty view out my window and took my daughter to school this morning, which I do probably 3 out of 5 mornings. And it's just nice for it to be cool. Hi, Tom. Thanks for watching. It's just nice for it to be a cool morning in San Diego because it's been so hot. So I love kind of heading into the season. So today what I wanted to talk about was knowledge brokers. And I was just thinking the other day how important they are and how much we rely on them and what they do for us. I was at a real estate training yesterday, and one of my mentors, Eileen Rivera, and I don't know if she made this up or if she heard this from someone else, said, if you can master 3 things, master managing 3 things, your life can be more fulfilled and you can, be in full flight and reach your potential much more so than if you're always at odds with one of those things. And they're money, time, and emotions. Now, obviously not everybody, is master of that, but when your life is off kilter or things aren't going well, it's usually because of one of those 3 things, which I thought I kind of like breaking things down into simple steps and things that feel achievable. And so I had that training and a bunch of other real estate stuff yesterday, which was awesome with a bunch of my colleagues up in Long Beach. And then I was driving home and I was thinking about this coming weekend. I've been really busy the last couple of weeks and trying to manage money, time, and emotions. Hi, Stace. And because I've been spending time with, my daughter and her play and all kinds of other things. And so I was thinking about all the things I had to do in it. And all of a sudden, I was so grateful for this woman, Melanie Smerican, who, and also for Kendall Chin. So I'm doing the Susan G. Komen 3-day for the very first time this weekend. And these 2 women have made it so incredibly easy to do this walk because they have sent, emails ad nauseum like, hey, make sure you get this foot glide so that you don't get foot blisters, and make sure that you get extra layers for walking because it's freezing cold in the morning, because both of them have done the walk multiple times. So just a ton of information that they didn't have to give. They're not the ones particularly organizing this event, but they just feel compelled because they've gone through this experience. It's we're walking, I think, 20 miles a day. I should know that. But it's a big event and it's going to kind of take over, it has been taking over our lives and raising money. And she just did that, out of the goodness of her heart. That was Kendall. And then Melanie has organized, all the uniforms and everything else. And that just got me thinking about, and the reason they're able to do that is because they've gone through this walk multiple times. So they have experience, they have knowledge that they can broker out and share with me. So I don't have to go through the pain, because I've never walked 20 miles 3 days in a row. I've done a marathon, but I wouldn't know that I was going to get foot blisters or have to wear foot glide, or what kind of fanny pack doesn't rub, and all the different things that I would have to learn and go through pain on that walk that hopefully now I won't have to go through. And there's all kinds of people like this in our life, right? Like all of you can think of people that just out of the goodness of their heart, or because they've had so much experience in a particular area, they feel compelled to share that knowledge, right? So another woman is Jennifer Davies. When I had my very first baby 13 years ago, I had no idea what products or anything to get. And she reached out and said, hey, would you like me to help you register, for, at Babies R Us or whatever it was called at the time. And she literally, I'm trying to even remember if I went with her. I'm not sure I did. She went to the store and just registered what she knew I was going to need because she already had 2 kids. So, clearly a knowledge broker at that point. Hi, Martha. Thanks for joining. Hi, Marius. And, there's no way I would have had that information. I would have bought a whole bunch of stuff I didn't need. And when she offered, I was like, well, yeah, why wouldn't I do that? I don't need to make this my own, because I know she's going to know which thermometer and, all the different things to get, because she's already gone through trial and error. And she also hunts for bargains. And then 2 other women that I pointed out. So it was, Kendall and Melanie, and then Oh, and then Mary Schaubel, who's like the queen of all things health. And she's constantly sharing information and knowledge with those around her because it's her area of expertise. And, you know, so I'm driving back and like, I have to get all this stuff ready and I forgot the walk started Friday and I have to print my badge and all this stuff I'm going through yesterday as I'm driving home from Long Beach and all these thoughts are coming into my head. And all I thought about was, had I not had that email from Kendall and had I not had all the information from Melanie she's been providing this whole time, which she's not paid to do, she's not, she just felt compelled because she wanted me to, you know, wanted everyone on the team to be successful. I would be having panicked emotions, right? And I probably would spend more money going and buying things that I maybe would need, maybe would not need. Maybe I wouldn't even be able to finish the event this weekend because I would have blisters. You know, I don't know. All I know is that they have saved me money and time and upset emotions. And I think that this concept of knowledge brokers can really be applied to anything in your life, whether you're trying, hi, Tiffany, there's a knowledge broker. Tiffany is an interior designer. And so again, back to, sorry, got distracted. Thanks, Tiff. But back to knowledge brokers, like you can apply this to any area of your life. Obviously, there are some people that love to dig in and research every single thing that they go about doing. But the reality is that, you know, if you lean in on experts, you can get so much information in such a narrow and finite window of time to bring you up to speed for what would have taken you weeks to learn because these people offer this information. And I just think there's a lot of parallels to all these things I've been experiencing and also what's happening in real estate right now, because that's all I'm getting from people is questions like knowledge broker like questions. What do you think is happening to the market? Should I sell my house now? When should I refinance? And that is my favorite part of the business. I've met with probably 3 people over the last 2 weeks where all we've done is sit down and look at their house and discuss, hey, if I am gonna sell in the next year, what should I do? And the reason it's my favorite is because I've had so much success when people plan that far in advance. So I met with one couple, we're just about to close on their property, and referred to me actually by one of those 4 knowledge brokers I mentioned earlier, Mary. And I sat down with this family. They'd lived in this home for 20 years. And they were like, okay, you've had a lot of success with our family. You've helped other family members. What should we do? And I had to sit down and break the news to them that they needed to repaint their whole house, the entire house on the interior, which is not cheap because it was like a 3,800 square foot home, and recarpet the upstairs. And that's a lot of money. It was over $10,000. And you know, I saw them sort of digest that information as I gave it to them. But because I am a knowledge broker in real estate, I know that if you spend 10, you're going to make 30 in that arena. And sure enough, not only did they make 30, they got 8 offers, and I think they got like 38,000 or something over the asking price. And they used Compass Concierge. So they didn't have to front the money, and they're paying that on the back end. So that was one arena. The second one, what did we do on that other property? Oh, this family, I've known them forever. So our daughters were in kindergarten together, and we met maybe 2 years before they did anything. And they're like, okay, they had like brown floors and brown cabinets. And I'm trying to remember if they redid their countertops. Anyway, they said to me, okay, what do we do? Because I want to change it because I just want to like it more because it's too brown in here. But we really want to do things that are smart, that are going to bring us equity, you know, if we sell it. And they were sweat equity people. So they literally like pulled up their own wood floors. Oh my gosh, they did so much work. She's like a DIY, do it yourself, but they put paneling all up and down their stairwell. They spent, because of all the sweat equity, because they didn't hire contractors, they probably only spent about, I have to ask her, but I know it was less than 40,000, and they got over $100,000 return on what they did, like, and multiple offers, and they sold it in 3 days. And it's all because they planned that far in advance. Time is such a precious commodity to people, and people do not have any creativity when they walk into a house. They walk in, and if they don't have an emotional reaction to it, or they know they have to paint the cabinets or redo the countertops or redo the floors, they don't want to do it. That's like exhausting to people. Now, there's definitely a category of people that want that opportunity and see that as, there's good upside to that. But the reality is that less than 10% of the people I deal with in real estate have any desire to go through any kind of a project other than maybe replacing carpet or flooring before they move in. Anyway, so the topic today is knowledge brokers. There's a bunch of knowledge brokers that I tagged here that have helped me with lots of different things in my life. And I want you, anybody watching, I want you to think about who your knowledge brokers are in your life, whether it's for nutrition or for interior design or for an event you're doing coming up, or maybe for your mental health. Maybe they're just someone that are always sending you positive messages. And think about just really how much your life benefits, whether it's money that you save because you're not spending it on things that you might have because you were uneducated, that person saved you some money, or it was time since that you didn't have to research it yourself, or as emotions. Like for me, that's a huge one. Because my time is such a precious commodity, like everyone else's, when I feel like I'm not spending it wisely or it's being wasted, it really eats at me. Because anytime I'm not with the team or helping clients, all I want to do is be with my family and my kids, and connect with, my dear friends that I love so much. So thank you to all of the knowledge brokers that are in my life, Kendall, especially to you for all the information you gave me and everyone else on the team to get ready for the 3-day. And Melanie, you really, because of your experience and your knowledge, you saved me a ton of time and money and a lot of probably upset emotions this weekend, because I think I'm going to have a great time because I have everything I need. And Mary Schavel, of course, you've been a knowledge broker to me for a long time about health and wellness. And Jennifer Davies, you set me up for success for motherhood a long time ago. Anyway, of course, I want to be all of your knowledge brokers, or your knowledge broker for real estate. And I just want to really encourage all of you, never hesitate to reach out with questions, especially if you're thinking, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years down the road, I really do want to sell this and I want to get something else. Let's connect so that I can help you save time, save money, and protect your emotions, and kind of help you structure and do things in a way that makes sense and isn't going to make you bananas, and it's going to make you a whole lot more money so you can get pretty furniture for your next house. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful morning and enjoy this week. We're headed into the holidays, which is such a wonderful time of year. And please be looking out for me and Melanie and Kendall and so many other people on the Divine Divas team, powered by Ignite. We're going to be doing the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk this weekend, which I'm really, really excited about. And hopefully all of Kendall and Melanie's knowledge will, all of their broker knowledge will help me have a wonderful and successful weekend. Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Thanks, everyone. Please feel free to comment. Bye.